What if I told you the secret to unlocking more energy, sharper memory, and even a longer, more independent life isn't locked up in some fancy supplement or miracle pill? It's already sitting right in your refrigerator drawer. Think about that for a second. How many times have we all overlooked the power of the humble vegetable? We walk past them in the grocery store aisles, we push them around on our dinner plates, and sometimes we even forget they exist altogether when we're tired or rushing through a meal. But what if I told you that certain vegetables, just 5 of them, could quite literally change the way you age? What if I showed you how the right vegetables could boost your energy, strengthen your joints, keep your mind sharp, and even make those doctor visits fewer and farther between? I'm Dr. Martin, and today on Senior Wellness, I want to let you in on a little-known truth. Eating smart after 60 doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. And if you stay with me until the very end of this video, I'm going to share one vegetable most people overlook, yet it has more anti-aging power than anything else you've likely eaten all year. Before we jump in, go ahead and hit that like button if you care about your health, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're building a community here for people who want to live better, not just longer, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Now, let's get to the heart of it, starting with a vegetable that's probably already in your kitchen, but I promise you've never seen it this way before. Let's talk about spinach. Spinach isn't just food, it's brain fuel, heart protection, and bone strength in one leafy package. It's loaded with something called lutein, which may help slow cognitive decline, something we all worry about as we get older. If you've ever been told you're at risk for osteoporosis, or you just feel those joints creaking more often lately, adding spinach to your meals could be a game changer. Now let's move on to one that's a little crunchier, broccoli. Broccoli is what I call a detox warrior. It helps your liver clean house, flushes toxins from your body, and even supports healthy cholesterol levels. What's really fascinating is that broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound linked to reduced inflammation and even cancer-fighting properties. That means every time you chew a bite of broccoli, you're not just feeding your hunger, you're literally helping your body defend itself. And that brings me to another green superhero, kale. I know, kale has become a bit of a trendy food, but trust me, this is one trend you actually want to jump on. Kale has one of the highest antioxidant contents of any vegetable, and antioxidants are your body's cleanup crew. They protect your cells, reduce inflammation, and slow aging from the inside out. A lot of people say they don't like the bitter taste, but bitterness means power. Bitterness signals compounds that challenge your system in a good way, helping you detox, regulate blood sugar, and balance hormones. Now that we've looked at these first 3, can you feel the momentum? There's something exciting about realizing that powerful transformation doesn't have to come from expensive prescriptions or complicated routines. It can start right on your plate, right in your kitchen today. So stay with me, because we're only halfway there. And that brings us to something unexpected, something green, crunchy, and criminally underrated in the senior diet: Brussels sprouts. I can see the face you're making. Brussels sprouts haven't always had the best reputation. Brussels sprouts are high in compounds called glucosinolates, which help detoxify the body and reduce inflammation. Inflammation is at the root of nearly every chronic disease we battle as we age: arthritis, Alzheimer's, even heart disease. Now, I can't promise Brussels sprouts will make you a maestro, but they might just give your hands the strength to keep doing what you love. And don't be afraid to dress them up a little. Drizzle with balsamic vinegar or toss with cranberries and walnuts. You deserve food that heals you and brings joy to your plate. Let me pause for a moment here and say this. Eating these vegetables isn't about chasing perfection. It's about feeling better in your skin. It's about choosing the foods that help you stand a little taller, breathe a little easier, and smile a little more. And that brings me to the final life-changing vegetable on this list: sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes aren't just delicious. They're a health miracle disguised as comfort food. They're rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, a key nutrient for immune strength and healthy skin. And if you've been struggling with dry skin, brittle nails, or dull hair, sweet potatoes might just be your new best friend. They also have a healthy dose of fiber, which keeps your digestive system running smoothly. Yes, even on those sluggish days. Here's something that often gets overlooked: Sweet potatoes help stabilize blood sugar. Unlike white potatoes, which spike your glucose, sweet potatoes release energy slowly, keeping you fuller, longer. That means less snacking, fewer crashes, and more energy for the things that matter. Now, I get it. Not everyone grew up eating sweet potatoes unless it was smothered in marshmallows at Thanksgiving. But trust me, a simple roasted sweet potato with cinnamon or a dash of paprika can be just as comforting. You assume that change comes hard, but sometimes, change starts with one humble vegetable on your plate. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. You just need to make space for food that loves you back. And when you choose vegetables like Brussels sprouts, spinach, and sweet potatoes, you're choosing more energy, better sleep, sharper thinking, and a life that feels more vibrant. We've talked about powerhouse vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, spinach, and sweet potatoes, but there's still one more that could quietly become your greatest ally, and that's beets. Yes, those deep red roots that stain your fingers and surprise your taste buds. Beets are more than just colorful, they're medicinal, especially for your heart and circulation. As we age, our blood vessels tend to stiffen, which makes the heart work harder to pump blood. Beets contain nitrates, natural compounds that help open up blood vessels. Now, let's bring it all together, because I want you to leave this video not just informed, but inspired. If you're over 60, you are not powerless against time. You're simply invited to fight smarter. Start with your plate. Add broccoli for its cancer-fighting and immune-boosting strength. Bring in Brussels sprouts to lower inflammation and protect your brain. Use spinach to shield your eyes and strengthen your bones. Embrace sweet potatoes for their gentle energy, glowing skin benefits, and stable blood sugar. And make space for beets to keep your blood vessels open and your circulation vibrant. These 5 vegetables are not exotic, expensive, or out of reach. They are simple gifts from the earth that your body recognizes and thrives on. And more importantly, they're steps toward the life you still want to live. The life where stairs don't scare you. The life where your mind feels sharp, your digestion works, and your hands don't ache. Where you still dance in the kitchen, remember names with ease, and sleep through the night. Where you feel strong enough to say yes to the things you've been putting off. And it starts, truly, with a choice as small as what's on your fork tonight. Now before you go, I want you to take a moment and think about just one of these vegetables. Which one can you start adding this week? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know what you're trying first. And if you want to keep feeling younger and stronger every year, not just every decade, then click on this next video right here, where I show you the 3 foods silently stealing your strength after 60. Don't miss it. It could change your entire week. Because when you feed your body well, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Stay strong, stay vibrant, and I'll see you in the next video.